Yes, like I told you, we will be having an interview with a lady from the Namibian. Miss Charmaine, thank you so much for calling and welcome to the breakfast show.
Thank you for having me. Good morning.
We are going to talk about just the myths around the vaccine because people really are scared about the vaccine. And I understand now we are getting the AstraZeneca vaccine.
Mm-hmm.
So, what is the AstraZeneca vaccine?
Rija. Thank you for the question. In short, the AstraZeneca vaccine, um, it's a vaccine produced by both Oxford and AstraZeneca.
Mm-hmm.
It's called the Oxford and AstraZeneca vaccine, and they were developed by the Oxford and the AstraZeneca company in the United Kingdom. The vaccine has been tested in both the United Kingdom, Brazil, and South Africa, and it's according to the producers, it's 70% effective, meaning it provides 70% protection against COVID-19, especially in people over 18 years of age.
Okay.
Yeah.
At first, there were talks of the Pfizer vaccine from the biotechnology SE, the American pharmaceutical giant, and now there is the AstraZeneca. Why the AstraZeneca and not the Pfizer vaccine?
I wouldn't actually know because we've asked this question before as well, but we wouldn't really know. But what we've seen from reports, the Pfizer vaccine, and it's 90% effective. Both Pfizer and then there's also the Moderna. They were quite, in terms of protecting you against COVID, 90% effective. So I think other countries were scrambling for it, for those particular vaccines, So I guess because Namibia is getting through the COVAX facility, the COVAX first started with the AstraZeneca, and then maybe later on we'll be getting the Pfizer or Moderna vaccines. So I wouldn't actually know that question. It has been asked before, I think, but I don't think we got a clear response in terms of why are we getting the AstraZeneca that is only 70% effective, but initially we were supposed to get Pfizer that's like over 90% effective. So this is a tough question to answer. But my reasoning would be maybe because other countries, especially the West or the countries with money or the developed countries, are still, they were scrambling for the Pfizer.
For the Pfizer. So it's more expensive than the AstraZeneca?
I would not know that because we were getting the vaccine through the COVAX facility. If you look at the Pfizer and Moderna, from what I've read and from what I've written and from what I've seen, the storage capacity is quite, it's quite high. It's like they need ultra low temperatures.
Yes.
Whereas AstraZeneca, the Moderna actually they need ultra high, ultra low temperatures. But whereas AstraZeneca is different, the storage, I think it can still be stored at a much, I think we can have the capacity to store it, whereas the Pfizer we might need to develop infrastructure for it.
Okay, so does the Pfizer has, it requires a cold temperature? More?
Very cold temperatures, yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so it usually takes years for a vaccine to be developed and approved. But it only took months to produce and approve the COVID-19 vaccine. Hence, a lot of people they feel like it was rushed. Is there any truth to this?
I cannot say there's truth to it.
Okay.
But yes, I mean, basically developing the COVID-19 vaccine was not your usual kind of thing where they develop vaccines. It happened quite fast, but I think because it was a pandemic and so forth, and also because technology has improved over the years compared to back in the day when we would have pandemics and or epidemics and so forth,
Mm-hmm.
things had to be, manufacturing capacity had to be scaled up, and it had to happen fast because I think the scientists they were working on the clock to just ensure that this vaccine is out, and I don't really think it's a thing of maybe the vaccines are not effective and so forth. I just think it's because it's like this COVID-19 has disrupted so many industries. It has disrupted so many things, education systems, and
And life
so
as well,
forth. So economies have been shattered because of the pandemic, and I think the scientists were just working on the clock to ensure that we have something quick and fast, and then clinical trials had to be done fast as well, produce, do trials, and so forth, just to ensure that this is out so that we can maybe get back to some level of normal, you know. So it was done fast, but it had to be done, and it's also you can even look at the fact that um, what is it? Yeah. It was done fast, but you can also look at the fact that it's a pandemic and technology has improved over the
over the
many
years.
years compared
Yes.
to what is it compared
To the
to
old times, yes.
the old times. Yes.
Okay, so
Yeah.
another reason why people are so skeptical about the COVID-19 vaccine is that many diseases have been around but no vaccine as to yet. Diseases like HIV and AIDS, cancer,
Mm.
and common flu, just to mention a few. Why haven't they developed a vaccine for those diseases that have been taking so many lives and continue to do so?
Well, there's a Reuters fact check article from 2020 that actually states that um, the HIV vaccine
Mm-hmm.
has been challenging because the virus mutates
Yeah.
and it has unique ways of evading the immune system.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at it, if you look at how even the COVID-19 um, virus has been actually mutating a lot, but also HIV has been over the years. If you look at it, it mutates. It's quite faster.
Yeah.
It changes. It evades the immune system,
Yeah,
and
and
then
I
this
think
is.
yeah,
Mhm.
I read something like it has like over 100 strains, like different types of viruses uh, mutate like that, and then now there are more
Mm.
than 100.
Yes, like the HIV virus is like that. So it's like, I guess that's why, like, you've seen how people back in the day, they would take like a cocktail of pills, and now they just take one
Mm-hmm.
when it comes to HIV. So the
Yes.
virus mutates, but with COVID also it mutates, but it's something new, and I think the scientists are even running towards just seeing how it works, um,
Just maybe also
and
get the
developing
vaccine.
vaccines
Uh-huh.
according to that, and faster getting it out of the way. With with HIV, I think even with the cold, every year there is people get a flu shot, but it's always a different shot for the flu,
Mm.
just
Yeah.
to prevent you from getting the flu and so.
Okay.
Yeah, but it's basically with HIV, it's the thing of how it mutates. Whereas COVID, they're still discovering it, so they are still developing vaccines according to what they are seeing.
Okay.
Hmm.
There are talks of a new world order. Hence, people, especially black people, feel like the vaccine is designed to wipe them out. If you may please just give a clarity on that.
That's actually a funny one.
Yeah.
Um, I think those are just conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
I mean, people talk about how the vaccine is here to, or I know COVID-19 was made in the lab, it was created by someone, or
Mm.
a lot of these things that are being said about COVID-19. It's just conspiracy theories. There is no evidence to prove that these vaccines were created by white people to kill or sterilize black people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's just conspiracy theories. In all honesty,
So there is
um,
actually no
yeah, there
truth
is
to
no
the.
evidence to
Yeah.
to to put to this,
Okay.
So we understand maybe, black people have been aggrieved and so forth, but when you look at vaccines, I mean, even white people are getting the vaccine. So
Yeah.
yeah, at least from what I saw
Yeah,
in
it's
other
not
countries.
one-sided. I don't understand also why people, I
Yeah, it's
mean,
just conspiracy theories, and
um,
these things will come up, especially with the vaccine. I mean, a lot of people are just here to take.
mhm. Okay, so
Yeah,
how safe is the vaccine? Is it deadly?
it's it's not deadly. I've not done my own research on it, so I wouldn't know. It's not deadly though. There've been people who've spoken about how they've taken the vaccine, um, and they are fine. There's the Namibian doctor, Dr. Hopwood, who lives in, I think, Europe or is it the US? I don't quite remember.
Oh
But
yeah, she's in the UK.
yeah, so they are fine. It's not deadly.
Yeah.
I've seen articles where they said there was this and that, but I never really verified on my own. I never really fact checked. But it's not deadly because the vaccine is basically similar to if you take contraceptives or
Yeah.
you take or you get your children immunized and so forth. Basically, it's the same. It's similar. It's made the same way or in a similar manner with similar ingredients as these things. It's just it's there is no like I've not seen the deadliness of it. I've
Yeah,
not
so
seen it
somebody
from what
was
I've read.
was saying that maybe it has some long-term effects, maybe not now, but maybe
Mm.
later.
I wouldn't know. I honestly let me not talk on that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't know because I've not done my research as far as that in terms of long term effects. But like I said, it's basically like you getting immunized for
Yeah. So
something. As a child, I get my daughter immunized and so forth.
exactly.
So,
So I don't
it,
also don't understand why people get immunized or take other medications.
but they don't want
If
to take the
really
vaccine.
you were scared of being killed by, a white people or whatever, why are you taking this other medication? I mean, all these things comes from there, right?
Mm,
You take, Panadol painkillers or whatever, they come from there. But with the vaccine, people are so, just scared of it.
yeah.
Okay, and our last question is, just for anyone who want to find out the truth and just credible information about the vaccination, where can they access it?
The World Health Organization website is one of the best.
Mm-hmm.
We also have the Centers for Disease Control website.
Mm-hmm.
The Ministry of Health as well would be one of your best places to check for credible information.
Mm-hmm.
And I think newspapers as well, journalists. Um, we you can read stories that actually give you um, credible information.
Okay.
So those are the platforms you can get. World Health Organization, the CDC, Centers for Disease Control, and then Ministries of Health, and then read newspapers, read articles.
So people shouldn't just go on YouTube or anything
I mean,
else,
there are
Facebook.
credible doctors on YouTube, but you must just be able to discern what you are consuming because, like, we tend to see. There was this video of Michael Amushelelo,
Mm-hmm.
how he was talking about the vaccine is already in Namibia and and they're trying to do this and so forth. And that you could clearly see this person was not well versed in
Well
terms of what they're
informed.
talking about,
Yes.
you know. So we could avoid such things and just read and read and read.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, you ask people who might know,
Yeah.
you know. But you can literally go anywhere and read, but just sort of fact check what you're
Yes.
reading
Exactly.
because credible information is there, but you will also find similar false information
Yes.
there. And you just need to be able to discern, and also if you can't discern, then you just go fact check on your own and see whether this information is
Is
correct or not.
true or not.
Yeah.
Okay, Miss Charmaine, it was so good talking to you.
Thank you for having me.
Well, there was Miss Charmaine from the Namibian, just giving us, just clarifying all these myths around the COVID-19 vaccine. This is the thing that I don't understand about us people. You're busy taking medication, you even self-medicating yourself, for example. You go to the pharmacy, you use your self-medication, you don't even go to the doctor. You just come from your home, straight to the pharmacy, you buy medication. Where do you think this medication is coming from? Where do you think it is coming from? This is coming from probably from even the same place where these vaccinations, these vaccines are being produced. And then here you are. COVID-19 is among us. We all know that it's killing people. It has killed people. And you're still there telling yourself, I can't take the vaccine. Then why are you taking this medication? You're talking about traditional, we can use tradition. Then why do you go to the doctor if you can use your traditional, ways of curing the corona and, all these other flu diseases? Then why do you go to the doctors? Guys, really, sometimes we play with serious things. Ne? You don't know until you get corona. Then that's when you are going maybe to regret, wish you could have taken the vaccine or not. And like she said, please just visit the World Health Organization's page, whether it's on Facebook or internet, anyway, however you can access it, just to get your facts straight. Do not listen to people, because we all get our information, all over. Like there are a lot of people on the internet spread. Everyone is just coming up with their their theories. Please do. If you want to really know, if you really want to educate yourself and equip your mind, visit the World Health Organization, like she said, the page, and also the CDC, the Centers of Disease Control pages. This is where you can get the credible information in regards with whatever you want to find out about any disease. It's not only corona, but any other disease that you want to just learn more about. Do visit the CDC. This is the Center Disease Control, and the World Health Organization. Or maybe you can find the credible doctors, like she said. There are a lot of credible doctors, but first you must check them out just before you also just start spreading rumors about things that you also do not have clarity on, you don't have proof on. You're just talking because you apparently learned you saw it on internet. As I'm sitting here, I can also just go on internet, without having any knowledge or whatsoever. I can go on internet and just come up with something even about corona, and you will start already people believing in me. But I don't even have the credible information. I'm just talking because cloud chasing, they say. Anyway, that was all we have for you guys today. I hope you got something from this.